Thank the divines. Let's move. Are you here to save me? I'm ever so grateful. Please, give my regard to the rest of the companions.
I work in the mine just like everyone else.
Deserve our praise, you do, for we are one. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. I wouldn't have. So I hear. You brought honor to the companions and yourself.
God might get nervous. Woman approaches.
We don't get many people like you visiting Winterhold. Usually it's elves.
What's your business here in Winterhold? Should have known. Not that it matters anymore. No one bothers coming to Winterhold for any other reason. Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power. I aim to change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold, the very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know. Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority. Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. I do, and if you count yourself among their numbers, then you've blood on your hands as well. There's nothing left of Winterhold. Nothing. Everyone knows it's the college's fault that the sea swallowed our city. Still they deny it. What? We all know the truth. What's there to tell? It's mostly gone now, thanks to those damn mages in the college. Someday there'll be proof they caused the Great Collapse. Most of the city just dropping off into the sea. That doesn't just happen.
Ours is the only family left that truly cares what happens to Winterhold.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Winterhold. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers.
Until next time.
Me? Nothing. And I hope to keep it that way. The Jarl is convinced I have some connection with the college, so he goes easy on me. Maybe you'd like to help me keep up appearances. Old Nellikard has a mage's staff in his room in the frozen hearth. It'd be good to have that staff, in case the Jarl starts wondering if I actually have a real connection to the college. Thanks. I'll be waiting for it. The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details. Until next time.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact. The mages are up in the college. You can ask them if they'll let you in. Then again, Nellikar might know. He's an old-timer from the college, but he has a room here. I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is hardly what it used to be. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. She doesn't have much, but could certainly use the coin. And then there's our little inn. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college, though even that's dried up some. That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss.
All right then.
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking. My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by. No. Gods no, not for years. I left Winterhold for some time and returned to stay here at the inn. I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues. Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions. You're working with the Daedra? Right. Now tell me the one about the Argonian maid and the lusty baron. Just calm down. I'll tell you everything. What do you know about soul gems? They are, except the gem is always consumed. They're frail, except for one. Azura's Star, a Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning. Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane. Azura is no ordinary Daedra. She commands an entire realm inside of Oblivion. The more Malin worked on the star, the more she was able to damn him. It started slowly at first. Malin would see things that weren't there. Then he would yell at students over words they hadn't said. Then one day I walked in and Malin had killed a student, and in a horrific moment of inspiration, he started using her soul for his work. I mentioned how the star is a soul gem, only it never gets depleted. There's another rule the artifact follows. You can only store white souls in the star belonging to the lesser creatures. Azura's magic won't allow black souls to enter it. As a mortal, Malin's soul was black, so part of his work was breaking past Azura's rules. He was close before. Well, I already told you. The college would agree with you, but do you have any idea how many innocent lives were cut short just so Azura could have revenge? We're nothing to the Daedra. Pawns to move around, praise and punish as they see fit.
Hail, companion.
My job is to serve the Jarl. This should come in handy. Here, let me show you a few tricks I've learned about buttering up royalty.
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
Huh?
We don't get many people like you visiting Winterhold. Usually it's elves.
If you're here for sight...
Gotta keep my eyes open.
Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Can I help you? I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you? Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk. Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber. I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it? But I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you? Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply. Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. You want to give me money, just like that? Fine, but I intend to earn that investment. I'll work hard to justify your faith in me. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then.
I know you're kind. Always. They say Ulfric Stormcloak
Kraldar's
murdered the
family
High King.
was once very powerful
his
in
voice
Winterhold. It's my
shouted
honor
him
to assist
apart.
him even now.
Winterhold was once the capital of Skyrim, you know. Quite an honor. I'm afraid the Winterhold you see before you is somewhat underwhelming. I can assure you, though, that it was quite something in its prime. An early capital of Skyrim, you know. Sadly, the Oblivion Crisis took its toll on Winterhold, in more ways than one. Then, the Great Collapse swallowed most of our beloved city. Just about 80 years ago, there was a terrible disaster. The cliffs overlooking the Sea of Ghosts collapsed, taking most of Winterhold with them. In the middle of it all, the college was practically untouched. Many of the survivors were suspicious. Some believed the mages were behind the whole thing, and others felt they could have at least prevented it. Archmage Aaron assures me that his people had nothing to do with it, and I believe him. But Winterhold never recovered. You may have noticed the college just to the north there. Very prestigious place. Mages from all over Tamriel traveled here to seek knowledge. After the Oblivion Crisis was over, many felt that magic users were to blame. Elves, to be specific. It created a great deal of tension. A good many dark elves were driven from the city, and people became uncomfortable with the presence of the college. Goodness, no. They're simply scholars. They mean no one harm. I've had several conversations with Archmage Aaron over the years. Oh, he's perfectly polite, if a bit guarded.
I've got your back.
that?
Someone there?
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
I don't care how many Can you believe that this hold used to contend for the throne of the High King? Now perhaps others will listen. Here, your reward is promised. You have Winterhold's thanks. There is room in my court for a... However, you help my people. Good luck to you.
Ours is the only family left that truly cares what happens to Winterhold.